Hey guys, let me give you a tour of my bike. This is a 2021 Trek Checkpoint SL5, which is the carbon fiber. Um, and so basically, I have in this bag my food, my pistachio, my wallet, things of that nature. Uh, and then I set my computer right there. I bought a little plug and put it on the frame, and then usually I have my light there, but I have my computer there because I don't want anything on my stem, right? Because I learned that when I'm carrying a big bag, I like to hold my stem. This is my beautiful bell. It's awesome. And then I put my GoPro here. This oily bag is awesome. Okay, like literally awesome. I'm totally in love with it, in a sense of not in the material world, but in the sense of like usability of it. It's very sturdy. I can put a lot of stuff there. I have quick access to it. I originally started with these bags, and these are like what I call like luggages. Like if you're traveling, you don't want to dig into your luggage to find stuff, right? So this is what this comes in. This is like your glove department in your car. You don't want to go into your luggage when you're going traveling. So this is what this is, and it's a pain in the butt. So I'm super stoked that I got this. Now I put my pump at the very bottom right there. I got these. I'm not sure what kind of pedals that they are, but they're pretty nice pedals. I like to have the spikes in there. They're really big for my foot. I know a lot of guys be rolling with these plastic bottles. I actually roll with these heavy-duty stainless steel. They keep my tea hot and my cold drink cold. And when you're doing bike tours, this was such a big reward to have cold water, dude. You know what I mean? Cold water. It's amazing. Okay. Now I do have my Orly bags on there, which is again. I'm not sponsored by them, but they make amazing stuff, dude. It's like a one-time investment for a lifetime usage. I have some from 2016. I used it like a lot, and they're still like great shape. So I just give it to my woman because it matches her bike more. I got my light back here. Pretty awesome bike. Pretty awesome light. Now this bike is super fast, dude. I mean, for a gravel bike, it's super fast, and I'm amazingly shocked. The shifters are GRX, which is the GRX 810, if I'm not mistaken, which is the ultra gear group sets levels, but for the off-road. Alright guys, this is what I was talking about, the suspension system in the bag. It's a very clever way Trek has created a suspension system without a suspension system, so when it gets bumpy, this thing travels, so it takes the hits or the resistance or the bouncing, or it's more compliance, however you want to word it. I got my rack on here. This is a pretty nice rack. Carries a lot of weight, and it has these 40 tires, which usually are very smaller than what I roll. I usually roll like 50, but on the flip side, it does go pretty fast. It has hydraulic disc brakes. Again, these are GRX 810, which is the ultra. I forgot the name of it. I got my little handy pump down there. So overall, the only changes that I made was that I shortened the stem from 100 millimeters to 90, and I angled it up from 7 to 17, and it feels like much better ride for me. I'm 6 foot tall, and I got a 56. Normally, I ride larger bikes, but I realize that in bikes it's better to be a little smaller than larger. The seat has been okay. I normally ride a Brooks seat, and like I said, this is probably my third touring on it. The first time was like 50, the second time was 40, but then like a couple of rides around with the family around the block, and today I'm going to be doing at least 40 to 60. Just depends on how much daylight there is. Okay, I started from 7 in the morning, and I'm not sure what time it is right now, but probably like 8 or 9, somewhere around there. So there she is. It's one of the best bikes I've ever owned. It's one of the most expensive bikes I ever owned. This cost me, I paid cash for it, $3,400. It really wasn't the color that I wanted to go with. They had an orange one, but I didn't want to travel 10 hours to go pick it up because of the pandemic and the bike shortages that's happening. That's why, you know, guys, if you're not flipping bikes, you're missing out on a lot of money because of the bike shortages. There is a high demand for used bikes, and there are motivated sellers out there. They're willing to sell you their bike for $100 because they don't know the value of it, or they don't use it. They want to clean up their space, or they're moving out of this state, whatever the story may be, or they're motivated because they don't have jobs, and they're willing to sell it for dirt cheap. And I show you how to flip these bikes and make 500 possibility return, you know, 700 possibility return. You know, what I've done is for myself is turn $100 into $700, and I show you. It's called the new flip. Go check it out. It's called go to bestsidehustle.mrnofluff.com, bestsidehustle.mrnofluff.com, and you can actually get this bike for free through the side hustle that I teach you how to do. All you need startup capital to start flipping bikes is just $100, and I show you I've done that multiple times, and you can even hear my students doing that. But anyways, going back to this Trek Checkpoint 2021, it's a pretty amazing bike. Let me talk to you about this belt too, man. This is a pretty amazing belt. It did cost more than the average belt, but you know, I like the minimalist of it, and it sounds pretty good. It sounds like if I'm doing a yoga or something, meditation. So anyways, guys, this is my new bike. Let me let you guys look at the derailleur too from the other side. Alright, 1 second, guys. I freestyle all this stuff up. I'm actually on the tour right now, but decided to take a quick break and do a video if you guys are on the sideline of getting a, you know, this is a gravel bike, touring bike. It has a clutch on it. I have it off. My Orderly bags, guys. This is what I was talking about. You can adjust this, and if you unscrew this, you could only go forward and backwards. You don't have to worry about it going up and down. There's one on the other side. If you adjust that one, unloosen that one, then you could tilt it up and forward without worrying about going forward and back. And these little things, it does have internal wiring through here. It does have like a shield right here, you know, and that only comes with the SL. They do have the aluminum one. I was thinking about buying that one, the top of the line one. The aluminum looks like a really good value for the money, and that one's about $2,400, I think, with tax and everything like that. So it's not a bad deal. The aluminum one. Who is this bike for? If you like to do gravel, or if you're like me, you want to be sitting up more relaxed, because it is more relaxed ride. It's not as relaxed as, let's say, a Shirley or a Co-op, REI Co-op touring bike, or, you know, a 520, but it is very relaxed geometry, and it's great for going fast. It's great for going off-roading, and it's also great for touring. You know, whatever comes up, you can do it. If I have to go on the grass, I can do it. If there's gravel, I can do it. So it's a really great all-around bike. The price tag, it is a little expensive. $3,400 or $3,500 almost for this bike. So I wouldn't say it's great for an entry-level person. You know, when I first started out, I bought a REI bike, touring bike, because I knew that's what I wanted to do. Haul my kids around, go take a bunch of watermelon, a bunch of food. Like I got in here a bunch of food and stuff I'm gonna eat out throughout the day. Mangoes, grapefruit, you know, strawberries, blackberries, seeds that like walnuts, all kinds of seeds like that. And I got pistachios and, you know, all kinds of good stuff to eat, guys, right? Coconut juice on ice, ready to go when I get dehydrated, etc. So, you know, I like to even do this kind of stuff. So, you know, I got into touring. So when I first started out, I got about a REI bike, and I put thousands, maybe like 10, 15,000 miles on my bikes. I bought multiple touring bikes. So, and those were right around like $1,500, right? So I think about $1,500. If you're just starting out, you can start with the REI bike. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by Trek. It's just my personal opinions on the bikes I've owned. They're good enough, but if you want, you know, those technologies of those bikes are from like the 70s, the 80s. But when you step up into carbon fiber, clutch, you know, the derailleur system, you know, hydraulic disc brakes, you know, etc., then you're stepping up to like 2021 technology. So, I mean, any bike will get you from point A to point B. There's nothing wrong with them. For an entry person, I highly recommend, you know, like an entry level bike, like an REI or, you know, something like that, because it's cheaper versus a Shirley, or and it does the same exact thing, is good quality. But if you want to get a mid-level, or a little bit higher, then this is what I got. But this is my I would say my fourth bike that I got into something a little nicer, right? But I was totally happy with my original bikes that I bought from REI. And I was totally happy with like a Breezer that I bought. I've owned the Sequoia, Specialized Sequoia, and that was very cool. But this beats all of them because of the technology, the suspension system, how nice the derailleur shift, how light it is, all the bolts on there. I could also put another cup holder here, which I'm gonna probably do. So I'll have multiple cups in here. I might even take that pump away, put another pump on the cups on the bottom. Totally happy. I'm totally happy with the money I spent. I think it was worth it. My only regret was, damn, I should have bought two. Damn, I should have bought this sooner, because it is a world of difference in a sense of comfort. Right, this is like a Cadillac with the Beast engine in it, and the Beast engine is myself, my drive and motivation, which I encourage you guys to go do the same thing. Be your dream so you can be a beast. And I know this is a channel about real estate, entrepreneurship, Bitcoin, and gold, but I also like to do things that I enjoy, because I'm a human just like you. I like knives, I like bicycles, I like to do bicycle tours, and I encourage everyone to be their dreams. Thanks for watching. If you could click the like button, it definitely helps out the algorithm. And much love for me and for you. And always remember, you're stronger than you believe. You're smarter than you think. Oh, guys, it just fucked it up. It's basically goes something like this. Always remember, you're braver than you believe. You're stronger than you think. You're smarter than you seem. And you're twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. My favorite poet. Peace, guys. Thank you.